Today we're gonna be reacting to a Zack D Films clone, but it's about war. The art of war. Let's see if they're better than Zack D Films if they can cross out all these parts in this checklist. And we're gonna start with their most viral video. Why did the sniper eat snow?
The sniper started eating snow during the Battle of Kola. He did this so the enemies wouldn't see the steam from his breath. That's because he built himself a snow shelter that covered his entire body. And he also shot without scopes so the sunlight wouldn't create a glare and reveal his position. He spent days lying under the snow, took out over 500 enemies, and then safely escaped.
Days, and that's it. Okay, wow. I mean, bro was really dedicated to his craft. So far, after the first video, it's not bad. Animation is there, but I don't know about the storytelling. It's just stating a fact, but this is only the first video. We have a lot more to go.
A samurai would intentionally bite his tongue so hard that he would rip it off. You see, when
okay, what are we doing?
Samurais were captured. They were often tortured before finally being killed.
Okay, now I know the art of war has got the traumatizing part on par with Zack D Films, like beheading just like that.
So to avoid the torture, samurais were trained to silently rip off their tongues, flooding their airways with blood. And by the time the enemy was ready to begin the torture, the samurai would already suffocate.
Oh wow, I just realized what we said. They would literally swallow their own tongue, but their tongue was so big that they would literally choke on their own tongue, so it would kill them instead of being tortured. Wow, okay. The novelty is actually there. Like if we're doing this checklist, the storytelling, it's kind of there. It's stating a fact, but the fact is crazy. The novelty is definitely there. The art of war, I like your facts, bro, but damn, that's crazy.
He shaped a bar of soap into a pistol and covered it with shoe polish to make it look real. He did this because the next day he had a trial, and when it started, he pulled out the soap pistol and threatened the guards. And because no one knew it was soap, they surrendered their real weapons and became hostages. But
there's no way you were fooled by a bar soap, bro.
Hostages. But instead of just leaving the courtroom, the man robbed everyone before finally making his escape.
Okay, you didn't have to do all that. You should have just escaped, bro. Videos are short. That's one problem I see, but the facts are still crazy. Give me all your money or else 99.9% of your bacteria dies. Pretty much.
A soldier would pour gunpowder directly onto his wound and ignite it with a spark. Then he'd wrap the wound with a rag and just keep on fighting. You see,
ain't no way, bro. These soldiers are him. What the heck, bro? That's gotta hurt.
See, when gunpowder ignites, it burns at over 572 degrees, and this intense heat was meant to stop the bleeding and prevent infection.
That is one method. There's lots of pain, bro. Holy guacamole. Definition of no pain, no gain. Pretty much.
He removed 15 bloodied coins from his body during the Battle of Gettysburg.
Coins? Wait, are you fighting Jewish people, bro? Like, bro, what? Shooting with coins?
You see, back then, loose gunpowder was rammed into the barrel with a long stick, and almost anything could be added on top if the soldier ran out of ammo. And when the trigger was pulled, it ignited the gunpowder, sending metal flying in all directions. So even though the gun was designed to shoot bullets, almost anything could be turned into ammo.
What? Imagine how hustle it is to fire a single shot before. Yeah, bro. I just realized the revolution of war literally went like this, bro. Pah! Oh, hold up. Yo, let me, give me a second, bro. Let me, get my musketeer. Hold up. There we go. Yo, give me 1 second, bro. Yep. Yeah, one more second. I'm loading up. I'm almost ready, bro. Just give and then you're ready to shoot.
The Soviet spy bit into a poison pill hidden inside his tooth in an attempt to escape the German prison. You see, when he collapsed on the floor, the Germans thought he was dead and buried him a few hours later. But as the legend goes, the poison was only meant to slow his heartbeat and fool the prison doctors. So the next day, Soviet soldiers dug up his body, injected the antidote, and took him back to safety.
Wow, okay, nah, that's crazy, nah. Oh my gosh, bro was pretty much witness death for a couple of days, and he's alive, man. Hey, yo, the trust in your comrades to do that? How crazy. Okay, honestly, thinking about this, I should replace comedy with overall, because yeah, I'm not seeing any comedy in any of these videos since it's literally the art of war. Or storytelling. It's there, but it's not really in-depth storytelling. Overall, we still have a lot more videos to watch, so we're gonna wait on that, but the novelty is there. I gotta give it to them, but the overall, we still have that to conquer for this checklist if they're better than Zack D Films.
American soldiers would intentionally mount massive blades on the hoods of their Jeeps during World War II.
Bro, that's literally like every little boy's dream.
You see,
a knife attached to a car
often stretched thin wires across the roads, which could slit the throats.
I just felt that. I swear y'all felt that too.
Of motorcycle riders at high speed. That's why the Americans started mounting blades on their Jeeps, cutting those wires and saving their fellow soldiers.
Okay, I mean, like, bro, that I literally felt that, bro. I swear. Even though I would, like, this is a whole screen and through a whole video, like,
If you bend the barrel of a gun and
What
shoot a
the
bullet,
heck?
most people think it would cause the gun to explode. But during World War II, the Nazis actually tried this by building
Nazis.
a crooked barrel extension that let them shoot around corners.
Okay, there's no way this is real, bro. This is some cartoon physics.
And even from inside a tank. In reality, though, these guns were wildly inaccurate and often blew up in the shooter's hands, making them better at shooting yourself than the enemy.
As expected. Damn Nazis.
He heard whispers telling him to lie on the ground, and as soon as he did, an artillery barrage killed everyone in his trench except him. He returned to camp convinced that a dead spirit had spoken to him and saved his life. Later, the same thing happened to others who claimed to hear the dead spirit speaking just moments before a bombing, only a few months later.
What?
Scientists discovered that heavy artillery strikes produce a low-frequency rumble that travels through the ground and can sound like a strange, quiet voice.
No way, bro. What are these facts? That's crazy. Bro's got foresight, bro.
When Putin steps out of his limousine, he's always followed by a guard with this pistol in his holster. And while most people think it's just a regular pistol, this gun can actually fire Gürza rounds, capable of piercing 30 layers of Kevlar and steel. But because this gun was so lethal, it was officially banned in the US, forcing the guards to bring to Alaska something else.
A freaking Uzi or whatever this is. A Tekka 9. The guys were like, alright, let's bring in Arsenal then.
A massive Viking would intentionally
Holy
drink 2
Ragnarok.
cups of onion soup before going into battle. You see, if a Viking was wounded during the fight and the wound smelled like onion, others knew there was no way to save him, so they would leave him to die. That's because the smell meant his intestines were punctured, and there was no point in carrying a living corpse.
Okay, why did Vikings drink onion juice? Okay,
He fired a bullet at Charlie Kirk.
Oh my Charlie Kirk incident.
And when he's convicted, the guards will strap him to a chair, placing a paper target over his heart. Then, 5 volunteer officers will load their rifles with special rounds and aim them through a tiny hole in the prison wall. And when
We're recreating the Charlie Kirk incident on the assassin. Alright, this is like crazy petty revenge.
they fire, 5 fragmenting bullets will shatter upon impact, tearing the victim's heart instantly. And because the shooters are kept anonymous, everyone can sleep peacefully.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I mean, bro, regardless of whatever your views are, bro, this situation was not it, man. You do not fight the view with violence, y'all.
This is the ring pistol, the world's smallest gun. To fire it, you first unlock the chamber and load 6 tiny bullets. Once the magazine is locked back in, you can wear it as an ordinary ring, but in a moment of danger, it can fire 6 automatic rounds, ensuring the death of 2 people.
Ensuring the death of 2 people. You got 6 rounds, though. What? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I mean, Art of War so far, y'all, it's not bad. The novelty's there, storytelling, but let's keep watching until we can't anymore, y'all. I don't know. These are like addicting. They're very fast.
If a thermite grenade is thrown at you,
Oh no, what do you do?
just explode. But these grenades weren't designed to kill humans, and they don't detonate at all.
Is that
Instead,
Molotov?
They were made to destroy tanks, and when the pin is pulled, the safety lever is released, activating the incendiary charge. The grenade lands on the target and starts burning at over 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit,
my
melting the
gosh.
tank's insides into liquid fire.
Damn, bro. This grenade didn't design to kill humans. It was designed to kill the tanks. The human tank. Yeah, pretty much, bro. You're dead, bro. You're dead if your tank has this thing.
A soldier would remove all the bullets from his rifle and reload them backward in an attempt to make his rifle effective against tanks.
Really? That's how it works? Honestly, who am I to say? This is the art of war. I should not be arguing with him.
Since a reversed bullet had a blunt
Oh, there
nose
we
and
go.
additional propellant, it could theoretically penetrate a tank's armor at close range. But reversed bullets were so unpredictable that in many cases, the rifle misfired or even exploded, making them a failed and dangerous invention.
Are you serious? This tip matters that much, bro? The tip really matters, y'all.
A Nazi spy bit into a poison pill hidden inside his tooth in an
Again with these spies biting into poison pills, bro. Like, y'all got it. Damn, the amount of training y'all do is just crazy.
attempt to keep their military secrets. You see, when a soldier becomes a spy, a doctor would remove one of his molar teeth and replace it with an ampule filled with cyanide. The tooth was set so that the spy could crack it with his tongue, releasing poison into his mouth and killing him within seconds.
Wait, what if you accidentally bite into it while you're eating? You're cooked.
This way, the spies could avoid torture, and the Nazis ensured their secrets stayed safe.
Yo! Okay, never mind. We got the comedy aspect, y'all. The comedy aspect is in the video, but that was pretty funny. Flicking them off. Hey, that's pretty good, bro. The amount of metaphor to need to be spies is insane. Absolutely insane, bro.
A US soldier would straighten the pin of the grenade and place tape on the spoon before going to sleep during World War II.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
He did this because the Japanese could silently attack the camp, kill or capture American soldiers, and then torture them in prisons.
Damn Japanese, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've heard heard stories that the Japanese were the most gruesome mother truckers in World War II. They did literally like the craziest lab experience on humans you would ever imagine. Like, I don't know how gruesome it was, but I'm pretty sure something like that.
To prevent this, soldiers would sleep with a grenade under their pillow, and a loosened pin would allow them to detonate it quicker, taking as many Japanese with them as possible.
Kamikaze. So you're telling me we got inspiration from the kamikazes they did now in human camps. Okay.
American soldiers intentionally cut down the barrels of their shotguns during World War II. You see, when a soldier fired a shortened shotgun, the shrapnel spread over a wider area, and in a crowded trench during close combat, it could hit several enemies with a single shot.
Double barrel shotgun, bro.
The spy could secretly press a button hidden in their sleeve if they were in danger. The signal would travel through a tiny wire to trigger a spring-loaded mechanism in their hat, forcing the striker to hit a small bullet and kill the attacker instantly. However, these top hat revolvers were
what if you miss?
inaccurate, hard to aim, and had dangerous recoil, making them a failed invention.
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro. Like, hey, y'all spies already have that freaking molar, poisonous, go to sleep tooth thing. A spy hat with a gun? Y'all already crazy enough. Like, relax now.
It has an M60 machine gun hidden in the trunk on a rotating mechanism, with
Yo.
the trigger connected to a button on the steering wheel. So in a moment of danger, the driver would press the button, causing the trunk to open and the machine gun to pop out. And as the gun fires, the mechanism rotates it, spraying hundreds of rounds across a wide area and taking out the entire gang.
Bro, that'd be so good for a zombie apocalypse, bro. Zombies are chasing after you while you're on your car. Hey, you chilling?
The 17-year-old boy was placed inside a torpedo and fired at an enemy ship like a live bullet. You see.
What are we doing sending 17-year-old boys to the enemy? Hey, let's see the art of war, bro. You got some explaining to do.
Miniature cadets so they could fit into the cabin along with a ton of explosives. And once inside, these boys guided the torpedo themselves, swimming straight toward the target to explode along with their enemy like kamikazes.
Y'all love sacrificing your life for Japan, bro. What are we doing? Son, bro, your life is so precious, y'all. I'm not even joking. You, yes, you are literally 1 out of like 7 billion of a chance to be alive. You know how crazy that is? And we're gonna use ourselves to be freaking torpedoes. Soldiers, we're out of ammo. Fire the kids!
A Vietnamese soldier buried himself in the ground along with a backpack full of TNT.
Oh my, bro, we Asians, yo, Asians, y'all gotta like boost, like, you gotta like have some morals here, bro. Like, what the frick? We love sacrificing our lives.
His comrades helped cover his head with branches, and he stayed hidden there for days. He did
days in a forest, y'all. What if a freaking centipede was crawling your face?
Because after 3 days, an American squad passed nearby, and as they got close, he pressed the detonator, blowing himself up along with the enemy squad.
We Asians, bro. We could do better, bro. Thank goodness there's no more wars right now, hopefully, bro. But dude, what the frick? Like, we love... I'm not going to ask.
If you fire a bullet at the crocodile that's charging at you, most people think they would kill it instantly, but that's not exactly what would happen.
Are you serious? Come on, bro.
A crocodile's skull is reinforced with thick bony plates called osteoderms, making it as tough as real-life tank armor. So a low-caliber round fired straight into its head would most likely just bounce off.
Nah, that's cap. That's gotta be cap. That's gotta be cap. No way. You're telling me this motherfucking thing is as hard as a tank? Hell no.
If you fire a bullet...
But there's no solution. Nice. Great art of war, bro. You're good in the war, but you're not good with animals.
Soviet soldiers would intentionally paint their tanks and roads blue in an attempt to fool German pilots. You see, when German planes were dropping bombs on Soviet tanks, the Soviets discovered that painting them blue made them look like rivers from above. So when the Nazi pilot...
You gotta be blind. Ain't no way you think this is the same as this. Yeah.
Above. So when the Nazi pilots flew by, they ignored them, allowing the Soviets to escape.
Ain't no way. Bro, pull this information out. That's all I'm saying. Ain't no way this is real. See, okay, nah, see, I was having hope that you might be better than Zack D Films, but you putting this? Come on. Bro got the info from McDonald's, bro. That's what I'm saying.
A German sniper shot a bullet at his own comrade during World War II. He did this because the Soviets had captured his fellow soldier. But this wasn't a regular soldier. It was a general who knew the locations of German top-secret bases. So to prevent him from revealing secret information, the sniper was ordered to pull the trigger, hitting his friend in the head.
You know what, bro? We just love killing each other. We just love that, bro.
The robber pointed a gun at the police officer.
Yo.
But when he pulled the trigger, poisonous spikes shot out from the pistol's handle, paralyzing his hand instantly. You see, the officer had planned for this exact moment, disguising himself as a cop to fool him. And because the poison paralyzed his body, he tortured him all night long in revenge for the murder of his wife and daughter.
Okay, I think I had enough, bro. I think I had enough of the art of war. I mean, we've seen crazy stories. I don't even know if this is true, bro. They're literally making stories out of their butt. So is this guy better than Zack D Films? Okay, storytelling. Overall, not that bad. But Zack D Film wins. If you guys want to see more content like this, click this video here.